Hi, welcome to Binary Star Tarot. Glad to see you here, all my binary stars. This is your TGIF Tarot weekly installment. Ready to go? We'll start shuffling. I thought I would try and spark it up with a different background today. So we'll give this a go. Let's say that this is going to be the binary star layout, i.e. there's going to be a divine masculine, a divine feminine, and the blended energies. One card for each today. Different decks, so same amount of possibilities for every card. And it's going to be a general reading for the weekend. Divine masculine. Divine feminine. Blended energies. I just wanted to revisit the schematic here so that graphically you can see in your brain the play of energies together and how they work in my readings. So the divine masculine has the Six of Cups, as you've seen already. The divine feminine has the Five of Pentacles, as you've also seen already. Then for the blended energies, there's an area where the divine masculine and divine feminine overlap. And that area is where the blended energies are. And that's the area that the Knight of Pentacles will speak to. So these cards, divine masculine, Six of Cups, divine feminine, Five of Pentacles, blended energies, Knight of Pentacles. Let's get back to it. Divine masculine has Six of Cups. So he's ready for this weekend to, when we have just the divine masculine, it's the he factor, the active factor by itself. And so he, which I'll refer to it as he, this weekend is at a point where he's pretty proud of himself because he's undergone some changes in his life, and that he's ready to at least celebrate his victories a little bit. And how is he going to celebrate? By feeling his oats. He's going to celebrate by being glad that he is who he is and ready, not that he knows everything he's going to need to know in his new self, but that he knows enough to know that it's a new world. And now he's ready to step out and to be the new person. Remember the factor, however, that even though he's been through some stuff and he's ready to move on, that he's not ready to move on like the master yet, that he will become. He's ready to move on as the beginner's mind. And beginner's mind is not a bad time for anything. And especially this weekend, beginner's mind is especially apropos to the energies that are out there, according to these cards. Divine feminine, Five of Pentacles. So she, as she goes into this weekend, is perhaps in the midst of some changes, in the midst of the unraveling of certain things, but in a dynamic way so that they want to push forward. And yet she's in the middle of it and maybe not out of the woods, but that doesn't mean she doesn't know that she's in changes. So if you're a team, let's say you two, this is pretty much street smart work. So your street smarts are going to be able to flourish with each other. There's plenty of cups here to share. And there's also plenty of grounding. She is into pentacles, so she's rocking and rolling with the earthbound, the material, physical world, and feeling she knows what she knows also. So does he. And yet, you're in the trenches, so to speak, for the weekend. And so make the best of it. If you decide that your paradigm is to look at your world, your shared world, your relationship world, your physical world, with the idea that you're not living in the penthouse for this work. You're kind of down on one of the lower floors, but pretty high up. I mean, he's past the midpoint in a completion. She's at the halfway point. And so you're pretty high up, but you're not in the penthouse. So if you behave accordingly, you can expect good, being in touch with, in synchronistic relationship with the energy that's around you. How does that feel? I hope pretty good. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something going on in the physical world, and perhaps this is him, an earth sign, divine masculine, but he's a knight. The knight is the emissary for the suit, if you will. He's the one that takes the leadership of the king and all the kings and queens' rules of the road and laws and all the things that they say, we represent this. And he's the one who moves out, the knight. He's the one who moves out and takes that message, not his own message necessarily as much as the message for the team, the message for the whole scenario of Pentacles. And he takes it out and he applies it. He brings that message to others. And maybe, just perhaps, he is bringing it to her. And if that's the case, there's a nice synchronicity. So, I mean, this is the blended energy. So it's the result of the combination of these two working together. But the synchronicity is that there's an element in the masculine here with this innovator being the knight. There's an element of the divine masculine. And that with her being the divine feminine, they both being into Pentacles, him being able to have more perhaps leadership. And let's say that you're making some decisions around your career or what's next for the kids in school or what's next this year for you. Perhaps your world has been jostled around a bit by the COVID thing. Then you guys working together, this is excellent energy. Doesn't take the work out of it, but it makes the work more delightful. Knight of Pentacles. So a quick recap is masculine, Six of Cups. Feeling his feelings, but also a bit of celebration in the bones. She's in changes, but she's got help. And here comes the help, the blended energy. That both of you benefit by working together, by blending your energies with this Knight card. He's got the steed and he's methodical. So I think the world is your oyster should you choose to accept this task. And with that, I will bid you a fond adieu and see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.